WWE Money in the Bank is done and over, and well, we'll get into it. Just like I did with every pay-per-view, I took a shower, I jerked off, and I got my thoughts together, so let's talk about it. First up is the Women's Money in the Bank match. Before this match starts, this is Stephanie Valkyria's third match in 24 hours. She had a match on SmackDown and at Worlds Collide just a few hours earlier, and right now at Money in the Bank. She's an absolute workhorse. Naomi would drive Rhea's head into a ladder, but Rhea would get revenge and faceplant Naomi into a ladder. Rhea would try to powerbomb Roxanne onto a ladder, but Roxanne would reverse and Hurricane Rana Rhea onto the ladder, and then she would hit a moonsault on Rhea. Roxanne and Julia worked together and just bury Rhea under a sea of ladders to take her out of the match. Roxanne and Julia would double team Alexa Bliss and hit her with a gutbuster on a ladder. Rhea would powerbomb Stephanie onto a bridge ladder, but Stephanie would be able to get out of it, and Stephanie Valkyria hits the Devil's Kiss on the ladder with Rhea Ripley. Roxanne and Alexa Bliss would hit double code reds on the bridging ladders. Rhea and Alexa Bliss are on the top trying to get the briefcase, but here comes Naomi and she pushes them off onto a ladder wedged in the corner, and Naomi wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. Very well deserved win for Naomi. This match was a little underwhelming with like a lot of awkward spots, which is a shame because this lineup was absolutely stacked. And I did notice there's a 7-Eleven sponsor on the turnbuckles. It's a little stupid, but if this means that we can get the WWE 7-Eleven Slurpee Cups, then hey, I'm okay with this. Next up is Dominik Mysterio versus Octagón Jr. for the Intercontinental Championship. This match wasn't announced until earlier today at the Worlds Collide event, where Dominik got into a brawl with Octagón Jr. after his match, and Dominik challenged Octagón at Money in the Bank. As far as the match goes, it lasted about as long as a 500-pound man in a foot race, which is a shame because the match started off at a very fast pace. I thought this match was shaping up to be really good, but it wasn't. Triple H probably heard everyone complaining about how this card's only 4 matches, and he's like, here, damn. We go backstage and Chad Gable shows that El Grande Americano will use a ladder, but not just any ladder, a fireball ladder. First it was the Slim Jim tables, and now it's the fireball ladders. What's next? Trojan steel chairs. Next up is Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Becky comes out and you can obviously tell she's been in Seth's closet. The bird lady comes out looking good as usual. Becky doesn't even let the bell ring before she starts attacking Lyra. Lyra would have Becky in a nasty looking submission, kind of like an ankle lock with her foot pinning Becky's head into the mat. Lyra would hit her leg drop off the announce table onto Becky while she was dangling off the barricade. Lyra would go for a leg drop again in the ring, but as she does, Becky catches her with a power bomb in midair. Becky would hit an avalanche manhandle slam on Lyra from the second rope, but Lyra would kick out. Becky slings Lyra into the ring post, hitting her back in a absolutely nasty bump, and then Becky would hit a manhandle slam on the outside. And as Becky's trying to put Lyra back into the ring, Lyra hits Nightwing on the outside out of nowhere. Becky would try the manhandle slam, but Lyra would reverse it and roll up Becky, but then Becky would reverse it and roll her up and pull up the tights, winning the match and winning the Intercontinental Championship. After the match, Becky makes Lyra raise her hand, honoring the agreement they made. After that, Becky makes Lyra put the belt around her waist. Lyra does put the belt around her waist, and then hits her with a German suplex and the Nightwing. 2 times in a row, they've put on great matches together. Every time Becky and Lyra get into the ring, it's all hits and no misses. The Women's Intercontinental Championship already has a fantastic lineage with Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. Can't say the same thing about the Women's United States Championship. But don't worry, Julie's gonna fix that really soon. Next up is the Men's Money in the Bank. For some reason, the commentary team is talking about Chad Gable and El Grande Americano's nipples. At one point, El Grande Americano just drops a ladder on Andrade's cock and balls. I just want to say this, Solo is way better at being able to be comedic instead of being just a Roman Reigns knockoff. Andrade hits a sunset flip off the top of the ladder on El Grande, and his leg folds in half. And on the other side, Penta suplexes Seth onto a ladder. Penta hit Andrade with a nasty Mexican destroyer on a bridged ladder. Andrade had just been put through the ringer this match. El Grande Americano would bring out the fireball ladder, which was fucking huge. On the outside, LA Knight would monkey flip El Grande onto a ladder, but he would climb it, and he would launch himself with another ladder onto the fireball ladder and headbutt Penta with the metal in his mask. But as El Grande is about to win, here comes LA Knight. He climbs up the ladder, and he hits a back body drop off the ladder on El Grande, which he barely just barely misses a ladder on the way down. And at this point, Seth brings out his henchmen to clean up house. Braun nearly splits El Grande in half with a spear, but the bloodline comes out to even the odds. Breaker spears Mateo through the barricade. Fatu hits an impressive pop-up Samoan drop on Big Bronson Reed. Jacob Fatu would help Solo climb the ladder. It's just him, he's looking to win, but Fatu grabs Solo's leg and he screams, "I hate you, Solo!" He pulls him down, gives him a super kick and a moonsault, and then he finishes him off, putting him through a ladder with a Uranagi. You know, Solo, maybe if you didn't talk shit about Jacob Fatu on SmackDown, he probably would have helped you. Seth seems to be the only man alive and he's climbing the ladder, but here comes LA Knight. He takes him off the ladder, but Seth does the same. Knight would try to go for the BFT, but Seth would sling him back into the ladder and hit him with a curb stomp, and Seth would ultimately win the Money in the Bank for a second time. I don't really think Seth Rollins needed to win this match, but it is what it is. I thought it was finally LA Knight's time, but I guess he's gotta wait some more. Good things come to those who wait. After this match, WWE reveals that next year, WrestleMania is coming back to Las Vegas, even though earlier they said that WrestleMania was coming to New Orleans. But fuck them, I guess. TKO desperately wants WWE to be like UFC and have all their big events in Las Vegas. And all I gotta say about that is, please hurry up All In, please. I can't take this in anymore. We have the main event, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. Cody Rhodes, you have been missed dearly, because I'm gonna be honest, you're the only thing I liked about this match. Jay comes out and after his entrance, it looks like he's about to run it back, but Logan Paul comes out, and I don't know which one would have been worse, Jay redoing his entrance again, or just Logan Paul in general. And the whole commentary team's just glazing Logan Paul, trying to make us care about him. It's not working. At one point, Wade Barrett says this might be the most dangerous version of John Cena he's ever seen. So we're just lying for fun now. I'm gonna be honest, this match was so boring. I was in Discord with my buddies talking about the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. Logan Paul would slip trying to do the buckshot lariat because he'll never be Hangman Adam Page. Cena has Cody on the announce table and he's gonna do AA onto the other announce table, but Cody moves and Jay runs from one announce table to the other and hits a shitty spear on John Cena. Logan Paul would do a springboard moonsault onto Jey Uso through the announce table. Toward the end, Cena would hit Cody Rhodes with a championship, but some mystery man comes out and starts attacking John Cena, and we're like, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? And it's our fucking Truth. What the fuck? I thought you was fired. I guess the "we want truth" chant and the fan backlash really got to him. And no, this wasn't a work. Don't let fucking Triple H try to fool you. This was not a work. They fired him and they heard the backlash and they brought him back. Don't listen to Triple K at H. Cody would hit Cena with the crossroads and they would win the match. This match was meh, but R-Truth being here was really nice. And that was Money in the Bank. And I don't know what to say. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. In all seriousness, I think Money in the Bank could have been way better than it was. The women's Money in the Bank match could have been way better. The Dominik and Octagón match, if they got more time, could have been way better. That could have been a good, nice match to have. Lyra and Becky, they were fantastic, nothing wrong with that. The men's Money in the Bank match, it was pretty good. The wrong man won. And the main event, if you remove Jey Uso, Logan Paul, and John Cena, this could have been way better. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll make more silly videos like this in the future, so stop on by when the time comes. But until then, be careful.